Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm doing well. This is AJ Horror Reviewer, coming at you with a new movie review. The film I've selected today is Us by Jordan Peele from 2019. This one is an hour 56. Got a 93% on Rotten Tomato. Fans gave it 60%. I thought it was incredible. Fantastic film. Let's move on to, this one's on Prime, if you want to watch it. And it grossed in the US 175 million, so pretty good, pretty good. Obviously, this one's directed and written by Jordan Peele, who has also done Nope, Get Out, and the screenwrite for Candyman. So, I mean, he's just fantastic. It's shocking that a comedian can just go from that to horror. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. Let's go through the cast. We got Lupita Nyong'o from Little Monsters. That's a great movie too. She's a fantastic actress. Just fantastic. And in this one especially, it's just, oof, man, she plays two different characters. I won't get into it now, but we also got Winston Duke. He's hilarious. Love him. He was in Black Panther and also Avengers Endgame. Not a lead character, but a like side character that played an important role, in my opinion, I guess. And then we got Elizabeth Moss, who is in The Invisible Man and the show on Hulu, The Handmaid's Tale, which I've heard is extremely dark. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. It's a trip for sure, because you don't really know what the hell is going on. Basically, it starts out with this family of three, a little girl and mom and dad. Dad seems a little uninterested in his daughter, to put it a nice way, I guess. And the mom wants to go to the bathroom, trying to take the girl with her, but she won't go. So she leaves her with the dad. Dad's like, okay, yeah, I'll watch her. And then the girl ends up like walking away into this like, wow, I can't remember the ride. It's like one of those walkthrough rides that stuff scares you, and there's the mirrors and stuff. Anyways, she's walking, it's creepy. She's humming the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. The Itsy Bitsy Spider. Anyways, you get the gist. So she's walking. You can tell something's creepy is about to happen. She keeps walking, and then she sees, it's not a mirror, but it seems like it is, but it's herself. But she's looking at the back, and that's kind of where it goes to common time, and you're kind of curious to like, huh, is this, you don't know where it's gonna go. And then like, of course, Jordan Peele does the his intro with the music, which always has great music. And then basically it goes to this family of four. They're going to their beach house in California, right by Santa Clara. Is that what yeah, I think that's it. And you're starting to figure out that the mom, who's Lupita, it doesn't really want to go to the beach. There's some bad memories there, and it kind of slowly fills you in the story. I don't want to give away too much. I mean, this one's only, I guess this one's like 5 years old, but I mean, some people haven't seen it, I guess, maybe. But you should, because it's fantastic. Anyways, so they're at this beach house. I will say Winston Duke is just hilarious in this one. The banter between the families is oh man, it's so good, so good. Jordan Peele is just great at creating like awesome dialogue and humor, of course, humor. But so they go to the beach and the mom's kind of they're hanging out with their friends. The mom's kind of like really on edge. She doesn't want to be there. And they end up, the son goes missing, or he just went to the bathroom, and the mom's freaks out. And that makes them go back. They have to leave because it's just not good. And so they're just chilling at the beach house, and they notice there's some people just standing in their driveway. Really odd. And they don't really think too much of it. And then Winston Duke decides to go out and, you know, figure out what's going on, and kind of yells at them. They don't move. They don't do anything. And then he gets a little more intense. He gets a baseball bat. And then they come at him, and oh man, that's when this movie, you're like, oh wow, this is gonna be intense. And they end up breaking in, and basically they're copies of themselves, pretty much, and it's just a trip. So everyone has a double, basically, or a shadow self that lives underground, that apparently, it seemed like the government created this, and I'm going to spoil this later, though. I'm not going to say it right now. So basically, the family's kidnapped in a beach house. They escape one way or another from the shadow selves. And and they end up killing themselves, not themselves, but the shadow selves. And so they run and get to, or do they drive, or they run? I think they run to their friend's place that isn't too far away, and see that they've been slaughtered. And they get their keys to their car. I mean, there's stuff that happens in between there, but I'm not going to give the details away. But then they get back to the car, they start driving. Then they stop for some reason. Oh, there's a car on fire, and the shadow little boy that wears a mask, because the little boy also wears a mask, but the other boy wears a mask because he's got a burned face. And so Lupita gets out of the car. Adelaide, I think, is her name in this. I'll just call her Addie. I think that's her name in this one. I could be wrong, but that's what it said on Rotten Tomato. Anyways, she gets out of the car. She walks towards the kid because I think he's trying to blow up their car up. And then the other boy, not Shadow Boy. Wow, this could be confusing. I'm sorry. He like walks backwards and imitates the shadow self, and then the shadow walks backwards and actually walks into the burning car behind him and burns to death. And then the boy, not the shadow one, disappears, and the mom ends up having to go after him, she knows where he went, because she just has this sense. She knows her shadow self is taking him. And so you would think Winston Duke would want to go, but he got messed up with a baseball bat and among other things that I won't go into. I don't like to give the details away. Just enjoy it if you haven't seen it. But she ends up going down under where the shadow people are, and there's a sweet sequence where she talks to the shadow self, which actually, I'm going to spoiler alert right now, just so you know, the shadow self was actually the real Adeline, whatever. I don't know, I can't remember that name very well. Anyways, so they got switched because that one night, when she was a little girl, the shadow self choked her and took her place, or she put her down with the shadow selves and handcuffed her to the bed, and the shadow person girl lived her life with people above the whatever they were underground. So it shows you figure that out like pretty much at the, well, not towards the end, but there's another part where you could maybe pick up on it, and then you totally realize, oh wow, so she's like, you don't know if she's like crazy or what. So man, that's just a crazy concept. Like, awesome. Just like original as hell. So I mean, this has got to be one of my favorite movies as well. Jordan Peele just keeps putting out amazing films. So the ending basically is them driving off into the sun. The little boy knows, I think he knows that his mom's the shadow people, which is interesting because I find it intriguing, because if she's a shadow person, or the shadow, whatever you want to call it, and she had kids, would her kids not be shadow people, or since they were born above? I don't know. I find this intriguing, like through everything. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got on this. It's a great film. I give it 9 out of 10 for sure. It's fantastic. But yeah, that's what I got for this one. Click that subscribe button if you don't mind. Likes are also nice. If you want to comment on a movie that I should review, please do. I would appreciate it. And have a good one.